Well, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap up the Alternative Milestones playlist for the week of June 14th, week 14 in lockdown mode here for the Alternative Milestones playlist. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's a rundown of that second half of Milestones from tomorrow, Saturday. The last two both came from albums celebrating 15 years tomorrow. The Offspring, that actually came from their greatest hits album. That was the only new song on the album, called Can't Repeat. And the Cribs, their second album called The New Fellas. We heard the song Hey Scenesters. And the six before that all celebrate their 20th anniversaries tomorrow. Deftones, from their third album, White Pony, and the classic Change in the House of Flies. Dillinger 4, their second album, Versus God, and we heard the song Who Didn't Kill Bambi. The Explosion before that, their debut album, Flash, 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 we heard No Revolution. Kick 606, their second album was called Down with the Scene, and we heard the song Buffalo 606 the morning after. And anybody who knows me knows that if it's got Buffalo in it, I'm all about it. So Buffalo 606 the morning after, got to play from that. The band Cursive, their third album called Domestica, and we heard The Casualty before that. Kind of a concept album about relationships there. And the White Stripes started us off with Distale, their second album, and we heard Hello Operator. Distale is Dutch for the style. I guess they wrote most of that while they were in the Netherlands on tour. So that's going to do it for this week. And I just got to say, keep doing what you're doing. Finger Lakes region here in upstate New York, because unlike many states that are reopening, we are not seeing any kind of spike here in upstate New York. And we've actually kind of gone from worst to first as far as COVID-19 here in the state of New York. So let's keep being smart about it so that we can keep progressing. I want to get to phase 4. I want to get back in the studio. So please, don't get complacent. Continue doing what you're doing. Limit those exposures. Wear your masks and practice that social distancing. Who knows? Hopefully next week we'll get to move on to phase 4, and maybe I'll even have some good news as far as an actual plan to get the WBER DJs back to work in the studio where we belong. And to kind of foster that hope, I'm going to leave you with a couple of songs about work. This is the only YouTube channel that matters. See you next week. Maybe even from the studio. Who knows?